So how many of you watched the U.S. Open tennis yesterday afternoon? Oh, yeah. Bianca Andreescu became the first Canadian singles winner of a major championship in tennis, right? She won the U.S. Open. She defeated the greatest women's tennis player of all time, Serena Williams. Earlier this year, Andreescu also won the Rogers Cup, which is really equivalent to the Canadian Open. She was the first Canadian to do so in half a century, 50 years. If you watch her play, you can see the passion, the commitment, the effort that she brings to every match, to every point. Commentators have remarked on how mentally tough she is, how she's the strongest when she's under the most pressure. I listened to her interview after the U.S. Open, after winning the U.S. Open, and it's obvious that this 19-year-old, right, 19-year-old, believes in herself. She's given all of herself to do whatever it takes to succeed as a tennis player. And for that commitment, for that tenacity, for that resolve, she's been applauded, commended, and admired. I think that we understand that success comes at a price. Right? Success comes at a price. No one who's ever achieved the highest level of success in anything, whether it's a sport, whether it's a career, whether it's an education, whether it's a relationship, no one who has ever achieved the highest level of success has done so without commitment, without total, complete commitment. There's a cost to success, and even if most of us either lack the innate talent needed or the needed commitment to succeed at the highest of levels, we generally admire and sometimes we envy those who do, and that total dedication that they bring to achieve that success. But make no mistake about it, going deep comes at a cost. I just want to point out this morning that we have with us again Ray Ulrich. And you know Ray, he's been preaching here over the years, and Ray teaches at the Indigenous Studies program at Vancouver School of Theology. And recently, I'm not exactly sure when it happened, but Ray defended his doctoral thesis and is now Reverend Dr. Ray Ulrich. Ray's also going to be the keynote speaker at the Chancellor's Dinner for Vancouver School of Theology on the 25th, I think, of September. So if you're interested in going to that, listening to Ray speak with Ray, or speak with myself, and put you in touch. I think Ray would agree, probably Elaine, you would agree too, that it took a lot of commitment. And you don't get to become the Reverend Doctor unless there's a cost that comes with that level of commitment. Right? A lot of work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of tenacity. We congratulate you for it. Early in his ministry, Jesus would be considered quite successful as well. You know, he had a growing reputation, and as he continued to minister, more and more people began to follow him as he traveled around the countryside. And the text today from Luke's Gospel says that large crowds were traveling with Jesus. And you really, if you think about it, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they? This rabbi from Nazareth had begun to develop a really strong reputation. He was teaching in their synagogues. He was healing, remarkable acts of healing. He was invited to the homes of the leading religious figures and authorities of his time. He was on the right list. And he wasn't shy about calling out the hypocrisy of those leaders, which no doubt endeared him more to the masses, if not the authorities themselves. But as he's walking around, as he's traveling, and as he sees these crowds getting bigger and bigger and bigger, I think Jesus senses that something's wrong in the crowds around him. Maybe he understands that for a lot of people, Jesus, he's only the newest novelty, right? He's just the next flash in the pan. And they're interested in him until somebody new will come along. And they're just kind of along for the ride to see where this will all go. For others in the crowd, he's their hope of a miracle. They've heard him, they've watched him heal people, heal the blind, those who can't walk, right? Lepers. And they're just looking for him to touch them, to see them, Just speak a word to them. Get up and walk. Stand up straight. Go on your way. You're healed. That's all they want. Some in the crowd see Jesus as more of a revolutionary leader. Someone who's going to challenge the oppressive rule of the Pharisees and the teachers of the law. Maybe he's even their Messiah, the one to liberate them from the occupation of the Roman Empire. Jesus knows that everyone's got an agenda for him, but how many of them really know the cost of following him? Everyone's got an agenda for him, but how many of them know the true cost of following him? And so, he stops and turns and speaks these words, which ought to be required reading for anyone who wants to lose friends and diminish their influence as fast as possible. You want to be my disciple? You want to follow me? Well, you better count the cost. You better think about what it will cost you to go deep with me. This seems to be the tone of Jesus' words that he speaks to the crowds. That's why these readings, right? When Margie was reading and she finished by saying, "This is the word of the Lord," maybe some of you hesitated in responding, "Thanks be to God." Jesus said, "You can't be my disciple if you don't hate your father and mother, your spouse, your children, your siblings, even life itself." Thanks be to God, really? If you won't carry the cross, you can't follow me. You can't be my disciple, says Jesus. What do you do with words like this? What do we do with words like this? Well, like many preachers, I've been tempted in the past just to ignore them. You know, every Sunday there are 4 different readings we preach from. Right? There's an Old Testament reading, there's an epistle reading, there's a psalm reading, and then there's the gospel. And every time this gospel comes up, I can always preach on the Old Testament, or the epistle, or even the Psalms, right? I can ignore it. Don't preach on passages like this. You don't really want to alienate the people that actually show up at church, right? It's hard enough to get people to come. What if they show up and you say, if you don't hate your father or your mother, your brother, your sister, your children, you can't be your wife, your husband, you can't be my disciple. Do you really want to alienate people? I remember back in Calgary some years ago, it was a Christmas Eve service. There must have been 800 or 900 people at that service. Right? People were sitting on the windowsills, they were blocking the aisles, everything a preacher hopes for. I remarked that it was nice to see such a full sanctuary and wondered what all these people were on the other weeks of the year. I said, you really shouldn't worry. I think the structural integrity of the balcony is such that even if you came every Sunday and filled the balcony, that it would be okay. I said it as a bit of a joke. I mean, there was some truth in it, right? There was some truth in it. Afterwards, one of our regular members came up to me and said, "Hey, Victor, maybe you shouldn't say such things. Because isn't it better to have some of the people show up even once or twice a year than being offended and not showing up at all? Isn't it better to have people show up once or twice a year than not show up at all because you offend them?" It's an interesting question. Interesting question. As I said to the kids, today marks the beginning of a fall series of sermons on the theme of deep with God, wide with the world. Again, if you don't know, that's our motto as a church, right? We should have it written somewhere. Deep with God, wide with the world. We actually do. It's on our bulletin boards and other places. It's in the bulletin itself, I believe. Deep with God, wide with the world. Something. What does it really mean, though? What does it mean? I mean, it's nice, right? Everyone that hears it says, "Oh, it's a great motto. Deep with God, wide with the world." We should have thought of that. Actually, we owe Richard Topping a great deal of thanks because he thought of that and said, "Why don't you use it?" Deep with God, wide with the world. What does it mean, though? I want to take time this fall to explore what that means in depth. So that when we tell people we're a church that goes deep with God and wide with the world, it's more than just a great motto. It's something that has some substance for us. It means something of substance for us. Going deep with God has a cost. Has a cost because going deep with God takes what Jesus says seriously in every part of our lives, right? In every part of our lives. We know that we live in a culture where coming to church really isn't the most popular activity on Sunday mornings or really any time, right? Today, as some of you may know, is the beginning of the new NFL season, football season. And the ratings have concluded that more people watch Super Bowl Sunday, more people watch the Super Bowl than go to church. Studies have shown that 34% of all men and 18% of all women, I'm surprised to hear, 34% of all men and 18% of all women spend 6 or more hours a week watching NFL games. That's like 2 games. Never mind the college games that are on like Saturdays, right? Less than 20% of adults in America put in any pew time at all on Sundays. Right? Less than 20% put in any pew time, 34% put in at least 6 hours a week watching the NFL. The numbers for Canadians as of 2015 in our census were about the same, and I can tell you it continues to fall. We know that. You can't go deep if you're not willing to put in the effort. If you're not willing to invest the time, the energy, the commitment, and the passion that it takes. And maybe that's what Jesus was getting at when he said to the crowds following him, if you want to be my disciple, if you really want to go deep with me, then you got to put me before your family, before your parents and spouses, children and siblings, all those people that we love the most, even your own very life. And if you don't, if you won't, you can't be my disciple. You know, if we're not careful with our interpretation, what Jesus says would drive most of us out of our pews and right out of our churches, right? Hate, that's a strong word. It's a really strong word. It seems a strange and incomprehensible word that Jesus would call on us to hate. To hate the very people that scriptures themselves also command us to honor, love, and cherish. Right? How do you hate your parents when the commandments say honor your mother and father? Husbands are to love their wives, and I think wives are to love their husbands too. Right? Parents are to love and cherish their children. Jesus has a particular love for children and bless them every chance he got. So how is it that he says then that we are to hate the very ones we are to love? So that word hate, as we are kind of translated in our text, means actually to churn from. To churn from. It doesn't have the same meaning as how we would understand that word hate today. In the original Hebrew, it meant something different. In the original Greek, it meant something different. It's not a vicious emotional response, right? I hate you. But it's a reordering of our priorities. It's a turning away from the things that we think are the most important and churning towards Jesus, churning towards God. It's about putting Jesus and God first so that all of our other relationships will be nourished by the primary relationship that we have with God. Well, you say, that seems entirely reasonable. I mean, who's going to argue against that, right? All of our relationships should be mediated and nourished by our primary relationship as disciples of Jesus Christ. Who's going to argue with that? But the truth is that while we may say that it's obvious, just because it's obvious doesn't mean that it's easy. Right? Not easy at all. Christmas and Easter. Churches are always better attended on those days. I've often wondered how people who come to church for Christmas and Easter, but really not for the rest of the year, can reconcile the fact that they show up to church to celebrate the incarnation of God, God becoming human in the flesh, in this little baby born in Bethlehem to a virgin. How can you come to church celebrate the incarnation of God in human life and the resurrection of that life from the dead? That this life, this Jesus who died, was also raised from the dead. How do you reconcile the fact that you can celebrate incarnation and resurrection, and yet you just kind of go back to your regular life as if nothing really happened? That God becoming human and that Jesus rising from the dead doesn't change anything. You know, but people do. People do. Right? They come, celebrate, and just go back. And we do. Right? We do too. I lost lost 25 pounds during the month that I was in hospital. It's pretty easy to do when you're served hospital food. And I remember the kind staff person that would come to me almost every day and say, "What would you like for breakfast?" And I said, "Could I have some eggs?" She would write it down, and I would never get eggs. I don't know why they asked me, because I would always ask for eggs, and they would never give me eggs. Dry toast and oatmeal, day after day. But you know what? I like the fact that I lost weight. And I promised myself that when I got better, I would eat better. I would eat a more healthy diet, that I would try to keep the weight off. Easier said than done. You know, all of your best intentions when you're lying in a hospital bed with no appetite crumble when you're home, you start feeling better, your appetite returns, and you're faced with a plate of dumplings, and you know you shouldn't eat the whole thing. But you really can't help yourself, man. You can't resist. They're so good. Human nature, it's human nature. Even though we know that if we say that we believe that a man rose from the dead, and that this man said that he was the Son of God, even though we know that this truth should make the biggest difference in the world, how can it not? About how we live and how we love, what we live for, who we will follow. The truth is that when Easter Sunday turns into just another manic Monday, we forget everything. And we go back to what we always do. Because it's so hard, isn't it? It's so hard. This is human nature. And we all struggle with it. Jesus, he gets it. But going deep with God isn't about being perfect in our execution, right? Going deep with God isn't about being perfect in our execution. It's about being committed in our effort. It's about being committed, totally committed in our effort. We'll get it wrong. We will get it wrong. The weight of the cross will prove too heavy for us to bear, and we will fall. It's only natural. It's human nature. But that's different, right? That's different than not taking it seriously in the first place. Trying to go deep and failing. Trying to bear that cross and falling. That's deep, but not taking it seriously in the first place. Someone said that the biggest threat to the Christian faith is not secularism. It's not the growing number of people who say that they have no religious affiliation, right? The nuns. The greatest threat, the biggest threat to a vibrant faith is nominal Christianity. The biggest threat to a vibrant faith is nominal Christianity. Shallow, non-committal faith does not breed vital believers or healthy congregations. As one young man said, if all my religion is going to do is change my Sunday morning schedule, well, then I'm not interested. I want something that's going to change my finances, my sex life, the way I work, the way I treat my family, the way I treat others, the way I use my time. Why would anyone be attracted to a lame faith that only changes my Sunday morning schedule? Authentic faith, deep faith, impacts every part of our lives. Going deep with God affects how we spend our money, how we will work, how we treat our families, our friends, our neighbors, how we use our time. It affects how we treat the environment and how we care for the poor. Authentic, deep faith impacts our character, our ethics, and our values. There is a cost to going deep with God. It can't be otherwise, right? There's a cost to going deep with God. It cannot be otherwise. And that's what Jesus is getting at in our text. He's basically saying to us, we need to be all in. We need to be all in, or it's really not worth the effort. Our commitment to Him is more important than our possessions, even our families. In the song Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper from the movie A Star is Born, Bradley Cooper sings, "Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Or do you need more? Is there something else you're searching for?" And in return, Lady Gaga sings, "Tell me something, boy. Aren't you tired of trying to fill that void? Or do you need more? Ain't it hard keeping it so hardcore? And the song then concludes with the chorus. I'm off the deep end. Watch as I dive in. I'll never meet the ground. Crash through the surface where they can't hurt us. We're far from the shallow now. Far from the shallow now. I think the words of that song sing the truth. So many of us are searching for something more, something to fill that void in our lives. And to find that something more, that something that will fill that void, we need to go deeper. We need to go deeper. We can't stay in the shallows. Yeah, it's a lot easier to splash around the shallows, but it's so much more rewarding to go deeper. But when you go deep, there's a cost. But also, incredible rewards. Now, going deep with God isn't about leaving everything behind and following Jesus. It's not about taking up some sort of metaphorical cross, leaving aside the real world and the real decisions we have to make to follow some magical path of salvation. Going deep with God is about the cost of following Jesus in the world in which we live, in the world in which you live. It's about the cost of real choices, day-to-day choices, about what the cost of a relationship with loved ones might be if we put the values of Jesus first. It's not about being a hermit or a monk or abandoning any worldly connection. It's precisely about how going deep with God, going deep with a faith that says what Jesus is really about, what Jesus is about is what really matters in life. Not just lip service, not just a blip on my weekly schedule for an hour on Sunday morning, but being all in as a disciple. It's about being all in, in terms of knowing that we all have crosses to carry and then actually carrying them. The cost of going deep means that the choices that we make in our daily lives, choices which we will all continue to make, which we have already been making, will be choices that take into account what it is that Jesus stands for, what it is that Jesus lived for, died for, and calls us to live for and die for. You know, I'd love to end the sermon by telling you that Jesus didn't mean what he said. That we don't have to hate our families or ourselves, that as long as we try our best, that's good enough. I'd love to say that, but it's pretty clear that Jesus means what he said, right? We need to be all in. We need to be all in. True discipleship is about being all in, not half in, not partially in, not Sunday in, but Monday out. Consider the costs, says Jesus. Calculate what faith means. Are we committed to the mission of Jesus, even if it puts us at odds with those who are closest to us or the values of the world in which we all need to live? Yes, we will fail. We will fail. You and I both, all of us. None of us are perfect, but it doesn't excuse us from the point that Jesus is making, right? Jesus doesn't call us to a discipleship pathway, splashing around in the shadows. Just because we will struggle, just because we will fail, doesn't mean that the bar gets lowered to a point where we're all okay with it now. We're all satisfied with it now, doing just what we can. You know, the bar's still there. The bar's still there. It's pretty high. It's on that cross. And it doesn't get lowered to the point where we're okay and comfortable with it. We need to be all in. Right? We need to be all in. The way of Jesus is complex. And it's difficult. It's not simple. It's not easy. You don't go deep without knowing that you could drown, right? You don't go deep without knowing that you could drown. Over the next couple of months, we'll continue to explore what it means to go deep with God. It won't be easy always or simple. In fact, usually it will be the opposite. But here's the good news, right? Here's the good news. The one who calls us to go deep, the one who calls us to go deep, is the one who also says, for those who want to save their life will lose it. And those who lose their life for my sake will find it. Thanks be to God.